What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to our channel, guys. I'm Rod. I'm here with my dad,
Rod Sr.
and we are Bridging the Gap. Yes, sir. The boys is back with another fire reaction video for you. If you guys enjoy our reaction videos, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Also, drop a comment and let us know what we should react to next. Turn on your post notifications so you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And if you like our videos and you want to see the uncut, unedited versions, then check out our Patreon. Link is down below. All right. Today, we're gonna give the people what they want. People have been saying, "Pops, put us on to some heat." So tell them what we're gonna be listening to today.
We had listened to, I think we were listening to one of the rappers, and they used a sample.
Kendrick, yeah.
Was it
Kendrick? Part
was
5,
it? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we started that conversation because I was like, oh man, that was a great album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that he used a sample from. And he said, okay, let's do this album. I'm like, bet, because that was a good album. And
the album is Marvin Gaye, I Want You, that was released back in March 16, 1976. Why was this an album that you really enjoyed? What's some things you loved about it, or what were some things going around or on around that time?
Well, actually, I mean, music was happening, man. I mean, I've always listened to music all the time, and this is just one of those. Marvin Gaye dropped something, you just automatically go to the store and get it, even before you even hear it, you know.
Yeah.
And this was a
year.
It's
gonna be fire.
Yeah. So, and then this was approximately about a year after I graduated from high school.
Ooh.
So I was in college, and so this is one of them groove kind of albums. You know, you know, with a chick. You know, them kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But that's Marvin's music anyway.
For sure.
Because you go to Marvin Gaye concert, man, you got to duck, man, because the panties are throwing all up on the stage, man. They still do that.
Cool, man. Well, I'm excited to listen to this. I know a few songs from this album, but I never listened to this album in its entirety. So it is 11 tracks. It's got a runtime of 37 minutes. And we are gonna get right into it.
Let's get it.
All right, so the first track here is I Want You. And this is produced by Arthur T. Boy Ross and Leon Ware.
I wasn't familiar with too many of those producers on this album. For some reason, I didn't really dig deep into his albums when I used to, you know, because most of the time, you know, when I bought albums, it was always, you know, song, you know, you knew your Motown producers, you knew your Sound of Philadelphia producers. Tom Bell was another one. Ashford and Simpson.
Right.
Oh man, they produced so much. But you know what? I never did dig deep into it. But whoever was producing for him, they were doing a good job. He's probably Motown. Yeah, I was going to say they're probably some Motown producers. So
yeah. Cool. Well, I'm excited to hear this. We'll get into it. The first track, I Want You.
Right.
That's so fire.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Just so smooth.
He's so smooth, bro. His voice is just like butter, man. And the instrumentation is so good.
Oh yeah.
Freaking bongos.
Yep.
Yep, bass.
There you go. Yeah. The right way. I want you, but I want you to want
right, that is track number 1. I Want You. I guess I normally say, what did you think about that?
What you think about it?
There we go. I thought that song is absolutely fantastic. I've heard that song before, just from the sample, and then I've heard it prior to. But yeah, I think that song is amazing, man.
That song's a vibe. I have some other favorites on this album though. Yeah, like this next one coming up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
You can't wait. Yeah, I love that. No, I think this song's dope. I'm like really just like listen to the lyrics though, and I'm just trying to like put myself in. It sounds like he's kind of like into a girl that's just kind of like dubbing him a little bit.
Yeah. She just feels. It sounds like to me when I always listen to this song. He likes his chick, but he really likes her.
And she just kind of like him.
She kind of like him, but he wants her to like him
all the way,
like
the
he
same
likes
way
her.
he like her. Right.
So,
that's exactly what I was getting.
But he be talking about. He's always talking about getting with the girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He want to get down with you.
Yeah.
That was a leak to get the terminology back then. One of them.
Get down with you.
I want to get down with you. So
yeah. Nah, he was in his bag, man. He's like, I want you more than you could imagine.
Yeah.
I know she was fine. Yeah, this one way love is just a fantasy. To share is precious, pure and fair. Don't play with something you should cherish for life. Don't you want to care? Ain't it lonely out there? It sounds like this girl low-key belongs to the streets. But he like her, bro.
She probably
fire.
She probably a baddie, though.
She's definitely a baddie, but he's just, man, bro's down bad, low-key. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 2. Come Live With Me, Angel.
Yes, sir.
Oh, dude. This is produced by Hal Davis and Leon Ware. Here's track 2, Come Live With Me, Angel.
Hey.
Come live with me, angel. Come live with me.
Oh, those violins.
Yes, sir. Check it out.
I wanna be your lover.
Hey. I know this song.
Yeah.
I wanna be your lover.
G-Unit sampled this. We listened to this song. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
50 Cent did, yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, baby. I wanna be your lover. Don't please walk around.
Oh, hey.
So I can
Yeah. That's Marvin, man.
true angel. Come live with me in comfort. Come live with me, angel.
With the violin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, he cooking on this.
Oh, he cooked.
This is
Absolutely.
the season. Let me explore all your treasures.
Yeah.
For hours. All those freakish pleasures. Good experience company.
No. See, that's what I'm talking about. You people's babe when you playing this.
Just you. Come live with me in comfort.
I love his bass lines,
Come
too.
live with
Yeah.
me, darling. Angel. Come live with me in
Marvin, he just throwing it down. Yeah.
Hear that little trumpet in the back too.
Yeah.
Now that keyboard player going crazy.
Yeah. The instrumentation on this is
Oh yeah. All right, track number 2, "Come Live With Me, Angel." Yeah, that was a banger.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. I mean, as soon as I hear that first verse come in, "I want to be your lover."
That drop, it was like, yeah, he came in there and just
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, I think we talk about a lot like on some of the music that's influenced by this genre, like No Worries, the Anderson .Paak and Knowledge album we listened to, Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars, Silk Sonic.
Yep.
We talk about these just like just everlasting grooves, like a groove that can just literally you could just listen to it all day. And these
Right.
guys, I feel like these guys invented the everlasting groove, because it's
Yeah.
like you could just hang out in this groove all day.
Exactly.
And they kind of do. I mean, there's parts of this song that are like a minute and a half long without even really any lyrics.
right,
And
right.
he's just kind of doing his vocal thing, and they're just jamming out, and everybody's right on time with their part. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, this particular album, Marvin Gaye album, it was one of his most musical albums. I thought it was more of a vibey kind of, like you said. There's these long periods of time where you just vibing with the music, and he's just like ooh, you know, and just kind of like throwing those little oohs and ahs in there and stuff. And then the rest of it is just all music, man, and you just vibing to it. Now sometimes there has been occasions, because I've listened to this album so many times.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you be like, oh man, he's dragging it out, and you get, but I mean, to me, if you're ready to hear some Marvin, then you really got time to listen to it, this is the album you want to listen to.
Yeah, this is so far it was really good, and I just really love that. The song that samples this song is an absolute banger by G Unit.
Yeah.
And Joe is on the hook, and he sings the "I Want to Be Your Lover" part, and it's a really good sample. And to hear the original version, I'm like, oh, okay, that was a really nice pull.
Yeah, and that's what I like when you turn on to these artists, like when we listen to hip hop, and then like, cause I didn't listen to so many of these kind of albums right here.
Yeah.
And when I hear the sample, it's like boom.
I know,
and I love that, man. 'Cause I'm like,
that's gotta be a cool thing, cause I mean, like, cause nowadays there's newer music that's kind of sampling music from like. When I was growing up, like early 2000 music,
right?
But I still think like there's just something about like 70s music, 70s samples for hip hop music is just like
it's different.
It's different.
It is. It is different. It's distinct. It's recognizable easily. I mean, if you've been in that era and you sampled a lot of music back then. Yeah.
And that's why I really, really, really like artists like Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic, our boy October London.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that they're like kind of keeping this particular sound alive. And there's nothing like the original, but with the modern.
I like some of the newer versions. I mean, like when they take a sample and they make it their own, and then they put that. Because I've heard some samples. I mean, where they took these samples from music like this, man. I'm like, damn, I like that better.
I look at like Silk Sonic, right? Like it's like they taking this style, but it's just like sonically, there's just more technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It just sounds like they're using the same concepts and stuff, but
they using that modern stuff. So to me, sometimes it feels like they have an advantage.
a bit of it. You know what I mean? So, but I am glad that they are keeping that this particular genre of music like on the forefront. I
don't know, from what you've been showing me so far about a lot of these new artists that's coming around, man. It seems like they going back to this type of style of music, man. I mean, you didn't turn me on some good artists, man. Like I like like Billie Eilish.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Billie
you know,
Eilish is fire.
I mean, it's just like, you got so many good artists out there, like, and then they not, I mean, they just, I don't know, you starting to kind of modernize this sound, and it's soulful.
Yeah, for sure. Soul is definitely in, and I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll go ahead and move on to the next track. This is track number 3. This is titled "After the Dance." This is listed as an instrumental track, and yeah, here's track number 3, "After the Dance." Oh yeah, that's already. It just sounds like they're really having fun playing this music.
Yeah. Just jamming out.
jamming
a
out.
jam session.
Is that a harp?
Yep.
That's so epic. I mean, they had all the, like a freaking full orchestra in
Exactly.
there.
Violins, everything, man.
That's cool.
It's crazy, right?
That was crazy. Boom, ba-da-da-da. Oh,
Flute.
yeah. Who's your flute man? Herbie man?
Flute.
Yeah.
My flute, I got 2.
What's that?
Herbie Band,
Yeah.
Bobby
Bobby
Humphrey.
Humphrey, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that is track number 3, "After the Dance," instrumental. Yeah, another freaking classic.
Yeah, I enjoy the instrumentation on that. He hits you with everything, man, but the kitchen sink. I mean, you got harp, you got flute, you got violins, you got drums, you got bongos, you got all of that, man.
Yeah.
All of that. It's and like I said, he tries to make it sound futuristic, and I'm just wondering, you know what I was thinking about when I was listening to this song?
What was that?
I was thinking, man, I would love to see the comparison of what his studio looks like as compared to one of the modern day hip hop artists' studios look like. Like say Kendrick's or Drake or Kanye's. Studio.
I feel like their studios probably don't look that much different. Probably just the equipment.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like I feel like actually like setup though, like probably how he has like this big. He's probably got like a big room for when they record with the band and stuff. They still got those like I feel like acoustic and stuff like that. Like it's still kind of like the same, but like you just swap out like the actual hardware and stuff. I don't know. I don't know enough about that, but yeah, I would like
Neither
to
do
see
I,
because a lot of these studios, are still around. Like a lot of these studios that they recorded in back in these days, and people specifically want to go to like these classic
to get to capture that authentic authentic sound. Okay, yeah, okay.
Cool. Yeah, I love that. Love that instrumentation. That was fantastic. We'll go ahead and roll into the next song. This is track number 4. This is titled "Feel All My Love Inside." Oh, he about to get freaky as hell. Produced by Leon Ware. Oh, I'm dead. Here's track number 4, Feel All My Love Inside.
It's Marvin, man.
Yeah.
You have another J?
Oh, you trying to get high?
Oh, he just tripping. He gonna be talking shit.
Yeah, I want the wine, baby.
Yeah, I want the wine. What you thought?
Yeah. See, let's get next.
Now we're making love. And we're making love.
Oh, his voice is so nice.
We're making
it is.
love. Where'd you get such sweet sugar?
Oh, that's tight right there.
Wrong or right? 'Cause I want you, baby, for my wife. Oh, girl, you're so divine. You're everything
Remind me
I've
of
ever wanted.
Baby Boy.
Everything that's
Remember
on
my
my
boy was
mind.
he and his girls walking around. Yeah.
That we're making love. That we're making love. That we're making love.
That's so funny. I just watched that movie like a week ago.
I did you? Yeah. I love that movie.
Keep right on kissing me. Woo! Kissing you. I know you know.
There you go. He getting ready to get freaky now.
You know real soon, baby, I'll be stroking you in and up and down, all around.
Yeah. He putting it on.
Yeah.
Make those sounds. I'm gonna be loving you in and up and down, all around. 'Cause I love you. Make those sounds. I'm gonna be stroking you in and up
Yes,
and
sir.
down, all around. Live with me.
Yeah, that's classic Marvin right there, bro.
All right, that's Feel All My Love Inside. So the thing that was sticking in my head right now is they really, really love using the bongos for percussion throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, and you'll notice during that era, you would see artists like Curtis Mayfield, heavy on the bongos.
Isaac Hayes, would you say?
Isaac Hayes, yeah. Cause Superfly was just flooded with that. That was Isaac Hayes production. Shaft.
Yeah.
So then there was a guy named Leroy Hudson, man.
Okay.
Smooth. But then when he stepped up, the pace on some of his songs, heavy bongos, yeah. So a lot of those guys, they was incorporating that a lot during that time.
Yeah, something else I noticed on this song in particular, I don't know if it was like that on the other songs, but that bongo was like more panned to the left, and it also sounded like whatever like cymbal or crash or whatever was panned more onto the right.
Yep.
And I thought that seemed pretty intentional and pretty cool. That was dope.
Look at you. Yeah. It was really cool listening to music back in those days, man, because if you had a nice little setup of room and stuff and you listening to your music, man, and you got it set up. Because a lot of guys, man, back in the day, if you had just the 2 speakers, man, you feel that shift. But if you got 4 in every corner of the room, oh man.
Oh yeah.
That was
That's
tight.
it.
Yeah.
For sure. Cool. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 5, I Wanna Be Where You Are. And this is produced by Leon Ware.
All right.
Here we go. Here is track number 5, I Wanna Be Where You Are. Hey,
I wanna be
where you are. Oh, I know this song.
You heard that.
I've got to
I believe you have.
Well, I heard that.
I want to be where you are. Ooh, I've got to be where you are. Good night,
Yo.
Jones. Good night, little Frankie. Nona. Night, little Marvin.
That's his kids or something?
Yeah.
I love y'all.
That's a mom, Janice.
I'll always love you, Janice. I want to be where you are. I've got to be where you are, baby. Oh, my children, I'll always be where you
Okay, so I never heard this song, but that I wanna be where you are. Oh my God, what is that from? Somebody sampled it or like interpolated it.
Right there.
Oh, there we go. Yo. Oh yeah, when Chris
Snap.
breaks it down on Excuse Me, yes.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with dancing. Baby, it was so romantic. Yeah, okay. I'm like, bro, I know that from somewhere. Thank you, Genius. Shout out to Genius, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Genius. That was great. Man.
Oh man, I was gonna buy. I wouldn't have thought that until like, yeah. Great job. Yeah. I like that. That was cool, short and sweet. Another fantastic groove. Love that he shouted out his family and his mother and stuff like that.
Yep.
Was he married?
Man, it's hard to tell what Mom was doing, man. I mean, I think he was at some point in time, but, you know, Marvin was a icon with the ladies, man. I mean,
sure.
Bruh was just like...
If he did have a wife, she was probably going through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there like a documentary or like a biopic of Marvin Gaye?
You know what? I'm not sure about that. I know, you know, he had a tragic demise, you know, his death, you know.
Yeah. Didn't his dad kill him?
Yeah. His dad was a preacher. And see, and that's another thing, man. Back in the day when Marvin had this hit out called Sexual Healing.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they was actually preaching in the pulpit against Marvin's song, man.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, it was disturbing a lot of people, man.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And so it was very controversial.
Was that one of his earlier hits?
Sexual Healing. I can't remember where Sexual Healing probably came somewhere around this time, shortly afterward or shortly before. I'm not quite sure where it fell in sequence. But yeah, man, it was very highly controversial. And I'm telling you, him and his dad was on, you know, at odds.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that, you know, he was singing, his father's a preacher. So,
Yeah. 1982.
Yeah. Well, that was okay. So that was afterwards.
Yeah.
Much afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 6. It's titled I Want You. This is another instrumental. Here we go. All right, that is I Want You intro jam. That was like a really short little interlude, and it's a refrain. It's like pretty much, you know, the same groove from the title track I Want You. Was that like a typical thing on albums for them to do stuff like that?
And to me, it was just filler.
Yeah, filler.
You know?
And it didn't need to be there. Like it's 20 seconds, so it's really not even filling.
Filler. Yeah.
It's not even filling nothing. It's just adding another track to the track list. All right, interesting. All right, we'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 7. This is titled All the Way Around, and this is produced by Leon Ware.
All right.
Here we go.
So you got to catch the rhythm on this song right here.
But how you gonna act this time around? Before we get it down to the skin, let's get an understanding. Oh, you didn't understand my philosophy. You did not understand. You just ran
rhythm of it.
You're so bad, baby, but I must like you like that. She said that thing might never mean. So let's be sometime. Oh, baby, that's when my whole heart broke. So if you
Hey, the horns killing it, boy.
well, if you got a girl and you want her for a wife, love her all her life. If you've got a pretty girl for your wife, love her all her life. Oh, Lord. If you
All right, that's all the way around. Another fantastic song.
This album was just so musical, man. The only problem I'd ever had with this album was, I'm glad you got the words up because you really can't distinguish what he's saying a lot of times.
I was gonna make that point earlier, actually. So I think that the way that they mix it, man, they really like his vocals are very.
It drowns out the words.
Yeah, and also kind of like the way he kind of sings a little bit is very like he's not singing like right up on the mic. He kind of like, you could tell he kind of like turns away sometimes, and it kind of adds a cool effect to it. But yeah, you almost kind of,
especially if you like listening to music, you want to learn the words so you can sing along with it. You know?
Right.
So that was always a difficult thing listening to this album. You know? So I'm seeing things on here that I'd never seen before, and I'd heard this album about 50 times.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, what? Oh, okay, that's what you said.
So what do you kind of, what part do you mean, like this outro part?
Well, the part where you talking about the girl was promiscuous and
okay,
stuff, I'm like, okay. You know? I was like, oh. And it was a lot of parts in here, really. I mean, it's just so, it sounds so muddled.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but it was Marvin, so it was like, shit, I don't care what he's saying.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool. Yeah, this chorus is interesting. Although you've been all over town, baby, having your affairs, I still got to accept you back. Angel, though you're promiscuous, I don't mind a bit because you're still the greatest lay in bed. You're miles ahead. Damn, bro.
She got it whooped.
Man.
To whoop Marvin.
That thing had that snap back.
Well, yeah. It had to be. I guess when them panties came on stage, she was the only one he kept.
And he went backstage and took a big old whiff. He said, I like that. You never, I don't care what you do. Oh, crying, bro. Go ahead and roll into the next track. Yeah, so like, yeah, that's got to be the same chick that he's kind of talking about on the maybe throughout. You know what I mean?
I believe so.
Yeah, because that first song is kind of the only one where he kind of alludes to somebody not being, fully invested. Everything else, he's just kind of, he wants to move her in. He wants, he wants to, get down with her.
Yeah, he put on a lock.
Yeah, he's trying to lock her down, but then on that track, that's the first time again he's kind of like letting you know a little bit more about this woman's personality and the things that she be putting him through.
He's just like, hell, okay, you gonna do what you want to do. It's okay, I'm cool with it. Just
make sure you come back.
Yep.
Just make sure you come back, please. Miles ahead, he says.
Gosh.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Poor guy. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 8, Since I Had You. This is produced by Leon Ware. Track number 8, Since I Had You. I'm already loving that bass line.
Oh yeah. Right?
So serious. But since we're still friends, let me make love to you.
They still friends. Yeah. Hey, you hit that note right there, man.
Been so hard since I had your sugar. Oh, don't make me wait. Been so hard since I had you, baby. Big Daddy Rucker is showing up today. Oh, this is a mellow dance. Ooh, baby, it's been such a long time. Remember how I used to do this too?
Yep. Yep.
Since I had you, girl, I haven't wanted no other lover. Since
Hey.
I had you,
That's tight, man.
since I had you, baby, I hasn't been since I taste your loving, I haven't seen no other woman. Since I had you, baby, there hasn't been since I had you, there hasn't been
All right, that's track number 8. Since I Had You, what'd you think about that one, Dad?
Oh, that's one of my favorites right there, man. But I mean, this is a vibey album, man. I like the whole song. I mean, the whole album pretty much. But yeah, this one right here, I like the little twists and turns he does with each song. You know, it's still everything is instrumental. Everything has a nice little vibe and a flow to it.
Yeah.
And once you get used to, like, if you listen to this album first time I heard it, I was like, and then I went back through it the second time, and I was like,
Right.
But then by the third time, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You know?
facts, yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those albums, man. I didn't listen to the first time, and it just hit me because Marvin, if you listen to some of his other albums, man, I mean, he has some good songs on there.
Right.
But then there's some. I mean, back in those days, artists didn't always have a completely whole song. You know what I mean? A whole album
yeah,
where you could just go, from beginning to end.
Yeah.
They usually have like 2, 3. If you're lucky, you get 4 cuts out of 10.
Yeah.
That was just great, and the rest you were just like, eh.
I liked about this song is he kind of had like more of a narrative to it. He's kind of speaking more specifically about like a lost love interest, and 2 people have separated and they kind of run into each other, and then he's like, yo, let me hit it one more time.
Yeah.
Marv, and also what I noticed about this song, in several songs, like probably 3 or 4 other songs, they always have these female vocals of a woman in the background just climaxing throughout like a large part of the song. Like I've heard that done, like maybe it'll be like a portion of the song, kind of usually at the climax of the song, but like a lot of these songs on this album, he's doing it almost for like
Dude,
half
let me
the
tell you
song.
something, man. They used to like doing that back in the day too, cause they had "Love Don't Wait Me Wait" by Major. Something Major, something. I mean, it's a song, "Love Won't Let Me Wait."
Yeah.
And dude, the girl on there, oh my God! You know what? I would have to turn it off for little kids. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm kind of thinking about like this. Yeah, that's kind of the thought. I'm like, damn, this is almost like It's a little pornographic.
Right.
You know, he's very subtle with most of his lyrics, but then you throw that in, it's like,
Yeah.
well, then you could have just said whatever you wanted to say.
Right.
All right, cool. We'll go ahead and roll to the next track. This is track number 9. This is titled Soon I'll Be Loving You Again. This is produced by Arthur T. Boy Ross and Leon Ware. Track 9, Soon I'll Be Loving You Again.
Dreamed of you this morning, then came the dawn, and I thought you were here with me. If you could only see
Oh, that's beautiful.
how much I love you, you'd want to trust me. I was really loving you, baby. I was really loving you. I was loving you. I was really loving you, baby. Every place that you wanted me to. Since I believe in dreams and fantasies, I'd like to make love to you right there, baby. Ooh, I've got this real strong need to love you everywhere. I won't stop until I find your passion's flowing like wine. Baby, baby, please let me do it to you.
Yeah. He ain't playing.
Yeah, at all.
But there's always the first time, you know.
He know he lying.
Soon I'll be loving you. That's all I'm interested in. I made up my mind. Soon I'll be loving you.
But the way he's singing it though is
Right.
so smooth.
She like, I'm gonna let you.
You big fine woman. Oh, she thick. Give you some head.
Oh boy.
Oh, that is crazy. I'm gonna give you some head. That's an anthem right there. All right. Track number 9. Soon I'll be in love with you again.
That was radical back then to say something like that on the album.
I was gonna ask you again, was this kind of controversial?
No, that was only Marvin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, brother, on just like saying it on in their lyrics,
Right.
Like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's the first one, and I can't think of not one group or one male singer that put lyrics like, you know, put them explicit lyrics in a song like Marvin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Like I said, the only other song I can remember of is a Major Harris.
Major Harris, okay.
Love Won't Let Me Wait.
Mm.
You heard that song. You had to have heard that song. And if y'all ain't heard that song, y'all must have been living under a rock.
Right, like they be trying to tell
Yeah,
you.
I mean, what?
Who's never heard this song?
Never heard this song. Oh my God.
All right, cool. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 10. This is I Want You Intro Jam 2. So they're gonna jam out to this again. Yeah. Okay. And this one's 1 minute 41 seconds of runtime. Let's check it out.
All right.
Yeah, I would really be curious to know, like, what was the...
I would too. I wonder if there's any story behind why he did that.
That's why we need a freaking Marvin Gaye documentary, man. If there's not one out there.
Right.
Some rehearsal footage.
the additional guitar on this song was done by Ray Parker Jr.
Mm.
Then there was a nursery school. Oh man, Ray Parker Jr.'s bad boy right there, boy.
Yeah, purportedly recorded at Marvin's room. I think that's actually pretty cool. We've actually heard a song by Drake titled Marvin's Room, so that's aptly titled. Probably after the studio that he recorded it at, which was Marvin Gaye's recording studio in Los Angeles.
They said he sang on his back. I think I heard that story. I heard about that story. He sang the song while he was laying on his back.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I heard. Yeah, I remember that song. I remember that story.
That's
kind of
cool.
like, you know, that's crazy.
Okay. Anyway, we'll go ahead and roll into the very last track of this album. This is track number 11. It's titled After the Dance. And, oh, okay. So we heard the instrumental of After the Dance was track 3. And then track 11 is After the Dance, I'm assuming with vocals on it.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Track 11, After the Dance.
Oh, dance with me, come on, dance with me, baby. Dance with me, come on, dance with me, baby. Dance with me, come on, dance with me, baby. Dance with me, come on, dance with me, baby. I want you, and you want me, so why don't we get together after the day?
it sounds like he's talking about that same dance that he's rekindled his old love interest.
You're right.
From that other song.
Right, and if you notice the album cover,
Yeah,
it's like old time juke joint.
Yeah,
they in the juke joint, they throwing down. You know, they drinking and they partying.
Yeah. I think probably most of the concepts are probably all coming from the same interaction.
And that picture's an icon.
Yeah,
right
iconic,
there.
absolutely, for sure. All right, that's the last track after the dance. What do you think about that one, Dad?
Hey man, I always enjoyed this album. It's always a vibe. I mean, it was different from all the other Marvin Gaye projects. And I thought the album, the reason I enjoyed it the most because the songs kept you moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of them had a nice rhythm and it just kept you moving and it was sensual. He was being Marvin. To me, he was being more Marvin on this particular album in my opinion. Now, there might be other people that have other Marvin Gaye favorites, of course, albums. But this was one of the ones that stood out to me. And I think he did a really good job on the production. It was musical. It didn't grow weary on the ears until you got to me those little snippets where I thought he just could have just eliminated all that altogether.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, I enjoyed this whole album.
I think it's also an interesting choice that he would have put the After the Dance, the instrumental earlier in the album, and then actually ended the song or ended the album with the actual vocal version of the song. I thought that was an interesting choice. I just kind of wonder, I wish, these things were documented or these things were talked about. I would actually like to do some more research and see if there's maybe Leon Ware has some interviews somewhere, or Marvin has some interviews somewhere talking about the making of some of this music, because it's just interesting choices, I guess.
Yeah, I think back in that time, man, the way they laid out albums, some artists, I wouldn't say all of them, but they don't seem like they lay them out like the way they are composed or laid out, with the more modern artists. It seems like the modern artists take a little bit more, pay a little bit more attention to detail as far as how they're going to lay. We're going to start with this song. We're going to lead you into this song
and stuff.
Yeah, the sequencing. So I mean, this was kind of like most of these songs. I think I could probably interject them anywhere in the album. I mean, almost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset or turned off by any of the placement of this. It just makes me think. I'm like, okay, if we're putting together an album, wouldn't you want to put if we are going to put an instrumental version of this song, I would put it at the end.
I know what you're saying.
Rather than
So you're interested in finding out
just
what was the reasoning behind it. Yeah.
Just a little curious to me.
I never thought about it,
Yeah.
I always felt like, the sequencing was all right. But by me enjoying the album, I just didn't really give it much thought. But now that you've brought it to my attention,
Right.
I'm going to be like, okay, now I got to get on my computer and try to do a little bit more research.
I want to know. Cool.
Yeah,
well,
so.
I absolutely enjoyed that album. That album was fantastic. This is an iconic and classic album from an iconic and classic era, an iconic artist, an iconic record label. So yeah, this was everything that I thought it would be. So
like I said, albums back in those days, like I said, you probably wouldn't get like, I mean, you've introduced me some albums where hell, the artist had 16 songs on all of them were bangers. Now I used to have albums, man, that only had paid two, 3 songs off the whole album, front and back. So what I like to do is, if I was going to introduce my music, say I would take a group and I would take select songs off their album and put it together and then present it that way, because I mean, otherwise you would probably be actually kind of not interested in some of the, because back then they just, I mean, sometimes they just put tracks on there because they, just.
Yeah, there's definitely some artists that people have suggested and they're like, oh, you should do this album. And I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do that whole album, but that I love that artist, so I might, want to do like a,
a compilation of their songs. You
Right.
know what I mean?
That's-
10 of their best songs or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally get that. Cool.
All right, well, hey guys, you asked for it. And this is what we gave you. And I hope that you enjoyed it. This is a special for our 200,000 subscribers.
What?
Yeah, we hit 200,000 subscribers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give it up. Give it up for Bridging the Gap. Yes, sir. 200,000 subscribers. 200,000 of you guys tuning in every single weekday, month,
Yes,
year
sir.
after year after year. Thank you so much. We appreciate it so very
Definitely.
much. We don't take this for granted. We love doing this, and we love that you guys love watching it. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for following us on this journey. If you guys enjoyed this reaction video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also drop a comment, let us know what we should react to next. Also let us know what was your favorite song from Marvin Gaye, I Want You. Yeah, tap in, check out our post notifications, check out our Patreon, check out our website, btg.show. And yeah, until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Peace.